So there are 5 steps to convert an active voice into passive voice. See here I wrote 5 steps for you. Listen. First, when we get a subject in the active voice, what are the things we have to do? First, we should have to identify the subject, object and the main verb in the active voice, the sentence given in the active voice. When we get a sentence in the active voice and we have to convert that sentence into passive voice, which are the things first we want to identify? Subject, object and main verb we should have to identify firstly. And secondly, we should have to change what? Subject into object position and object into subject position. Secondly, we want to do means in the subject in the active voice should change into the object position and the object in the active voice should change into the subject position. Okay. And third step, convert verb into V3 form. Means whatever the verb given in the active voice, ing form or anything it is, nothing is there, we should have to change the verb into V3 form. Okay, whatever the form of the verb is, doesn't matter for us. We should have to change that verb into third form, past participle form. Got it? And add proper helping verb. That I showed you in the first example, previous example, isn't it? Helping verb. What is I added there? So we should have to use what? Proper helping verb in the sentence given in the active voice to change it into the passive voice. Okay, and the fifth and final step, what? Add preposition by before the subject. It is very important. Okay, add preposition by before the subject. Got it? So these are the main 5 steps we should have to follow when we convert a sentence in the active voice into passive voice. Okay, and one more thing. While changing subject, which is a pronoun, these changes will occur in the passive voice. What are the changes? Yes, the pronoun I becomes what? Me in the passive voice, and he becomes him, and she becomes her, and we becomes us, and they them. These changes will occur when we change a subject, which is a pronoun, in the what? Active voice. We should have to use these things when we change that into passive voice. Clear? I'll show you one example by using those 5 steps. Then it will be clear for you. Okay. So here we can take our previous example itself. What was that? He writes a letter. Okay. Now, see which are the steps to convert active voice into passive voice. First, we should have to identify the subject, object and main verb. Isn't it? So, what is the subject? He is the subject. And object, what is the object? Letter is the object. And what is the main verb in this sentence? Writes is the main verb. See, write is the verb and it is in the S form. Isn't it? Yes form. But what we have to do? Okay, I'll tell you that. Next, change subject into object position. So what is the subject here? He is the subject. So this one we should have to change into this position, object position. Okay. And object into subject position. This object should be in the subject position. Got it? So first write what? A letter. A letter. Got it? Now what? Convert verb into V3 form. What is the verb here? Writes is the verb here. What is the third form of this write? Written. Isn't it? A letter. Verb. We changed the verb into written. Okay, V3 form. So I told you add proper helping verb. Fourth one is add proper helping verb. How we can add proper helping verb? By looking into the subject, we can add proper helping verb. So here a letter is what? Singular subject. So we can use what? Singular helping verb only. So first of all, you Identify which tense is used here. This is present tense. He writes a letter. It is a present tense. The sentence is in the present tense. So we have to use what? Helping verb in the present tense only. So what is the singular helping verb in the present tense? Is. Got it? A letter is written. Okay. Now add preposition by. A letter is written by. Add preposition by. Now we have to change this subject into the object position. What is the subject here? He. So what the changes we have to do in this he? Yes, we have to change this into him. Got it? See, a letter is written by me. This is the subject. Now did you clear how this is came and how this him came? Is it clear now? Okay, so we have to decide the helping verb according to the tense which the sentence is given. Okay, which the sentence is in the active voice. For one more example, if I told you this is in the present tense. He writes a letter is in the simple present tense. Isn't it? Simple present. So we used is. Singular subject is used, means this is the present tense helping verb, isn't it? Suppose if this sentence is in the simple past tense, he wrote a letter. How we can change this? Use these steps and change this into passive voice. And how we can use this helping verb that I am telling you. Okay, so here just the same, a letter. So this is in the V2 form, means this sentence is in the simple past tense, right? Simple past tense. So a letter, simple past tense, which helping verb we can use? A singular helping verb. A letter was, isn't it? And V3 form, written. A letter was written. Him will become what? By him. Okay, a letter was written by him. Is it clear? Okay, and I'll show you how verbs will changed. Okay, so these are two examples. Hope it is clear for you.